you still recommended a sentence far below the probation officer's suggested guidelines. Isn't that correct?
I mean, I don't know what the probation officer's recommendation was. 405-month sentence is well beyond 30 years in prison, Senator.
I'll be happy to tell you what that was, because I've got a memo on that. You recommended a sentence that was below what was recommended. In your sentencing memo, you wrote, and I'm going to quote you, "The sentence requested here will incapacitate the defendant until he is in his 60s. You knew what that sentence was. Hopefully, by that time, the danger that the defendant presents will have subsided." Mr. Aframe, hopefully. Really? Hopefully? Hopefully? You're going to deliver justice to this guy who has a record? He's a sexual predator. He has raped these children. Were you really basing your sentence on hope?
Senator, I was basing my sentence on the sentencing guidelines, and that sentence...
No, sir, you did not follow the sentencing guidelines.
Well,
I am sorry. I will be happy to submit that to you. Let's talk about the Smith case. This one made me want to throw up. I have a 3-year-old granddaughter, 3 years old. And the fact that this man he was guilty of manufacturing pornography. He created 6 videos of himself sexually abusing a 3-year-old girl. He did this. You noted that the most poignant evidence of the harm this victim caused was the look of fear in the young girl's eyes. This is astounding. And despite this, you recommended 60 years, even as the guidelines recommended life in prison. You just said you couldn't give him life, but no, the guidelines said you could give him life. How in heaven's name, sir? How could you let somebody off that raped a 3-year-old child? It is beyond me. I don't see how you...
These examples, this example, is disgusting. Hope is not a political strategy, and hope should not be a legal strategy. We are talking about children. And this is what happens when you have a senile liberal president appointing Democrat activists to the bench that care more about criminals than protecting our young children. What is it? I mean, is it because they're on the take, or they don't care about kids, or they're more concerned about their own political future or judicial future? It is a true sickness that people like this are being elevated, promoted, or even tolerated. Our children deserve better. And by the way, you see this happening in liberal cities all across our country. There's no bail. Repeat offenders are left out of jail to just commit the same crimes over and over and over. People should be scared to commit crimes. People should fear going to jail. But now these criminals are emboldened because they know the accountability from these leftist judges is little to none.